It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. This is who I am. So welcome to my house.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it is round number 2 of the JSI Sim Racing UMP Modified Rumble, live here at the dirt track at Charlotte. My name is Matt Bailey, and we thank you so much for watching along here tonight. UMP Modifieds on the program. It's going to be a cracker here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte, where we come to you live. We hope everyone has enjoyed their weekend from wherever you may be watching from. And if you went to a real racetrack last night, let us know where you went to. It was awesome racing, I can tell you that much, from Eastern Creek Speedway last night until the A-Main got declared with 13 laps to go. However, we focus on tonight's racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Big thanks to all the sponsors, Southern Cross Transport Equipment Group, and also Crawford Designs, here on the Ultimate Dirt TV JSI Sim Sundays. Qualifying currently underway on the Speedway at the moment. And we're going to take a look. Mr. Excitement on the Speedway. The Mr. Excitement machine of John and McKean doing some burnouts there in the pit area. Brad O'Brien on screen right now in the OBR Sim Sports number 77 machine. And is currently 12th quick with a 16.412. Jason Salter also on the racetrack. 4th quick so far for Jason Salter. 16.154. Sits 4th quick. Brett Wheeler also on the Speedway. The Ultimate Dirt TV. Speedshop51.com. Racecraft Simulations number 56 machine. On the Speedway. And he's currently 19th quick, 16.444. Into turns number 3 and 4. And I'm pretty sure Brett is running some laps in that race car. Thomas Mitchell also on the Speedway, 16.578 for Thomas Mitchell. And he's currently 23rd quick on the racetrack. So we'll take a look at your qualifying results for qualifying here tonight. And Paul Hollander goes quick time with a 16.112. Then back to Josh Fuller. Cody Nevin caught top 3. Well done to Cody Nevin, Mid-South Mafia, number 21 machine. Jason Salter and Michael Lake rounds out your top 5. Well, race fans, heat race number 1 about to line up on the Speedway. And it's going to be J-Dub Justin Wright off the pole position in the 78 machine to his outside. It is the OBR Sim Sports number 77 of Brad O'Brien. Position number 3, inside row number 2 with a 29 car of David Clifford to his outside. Car number 7, that is Blake Hancock. Position number 5, inside row number 3 with a D1RT, number 27, that is Michael Lake to his outside. Your fast time man here tonight, it is Paul Hollander in the 34 machine. Blake Borden in the 28 car will start from 7. Alex Hanna in the AHG number 97 machine will start from position number 8. And Kurt Chapman in the 916 will start from position number 9. So, let's see what Justin Wright can do in heat race number 1, the 78 car on the pole position. Brad O'Brien will start on his outside. 12 laps is the distance for heat racing competition here tonight, and top 4 make it through to the big show. Let's get set to go racing. From 4th on back, you'll be looking at one of the top last chance qualifiers here tonight. Let's get set to go, racing race fans. Heat race number 1, 12 on the board. We're green. Down to 1 and 2 they go for the first time. O'Brien sneaks to the inside on J-Dub. Down the back straight away. Into turns number 3 and 4 for the first time. O'Brien with a slide job out of turn number 4. Down the main straight away. Brad O'Brien will lead the opening lap. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Justin Wright through the top side of the speedway comes David Clifford through on the inside of the 29 machine. Puts Justin Wright back to position number 3. Contact in turn number 3 and 4 between Justin Wright and Paul Hollander. Down to 1 and 2 they go once again. Right rear to left front. That's not what you want to see. Michael Lake sneaking on the inside of the 78 car of Justin Wright and currently getting hit from all sorts of angles. As we go back up front with your race leaders, Brad O'Brien running the middle part of the speedway, down the back straight away this time into turns number 3 and 4. Runs the bottom part of the racetrack out of turn number 4, drifts up high, coming down the main straight away into turns 1 and 2. Clifford chasing down your race leader right now into turns number 3 and 4. Your race leader is Brad O'Brien. We're now working 5 laps in the books. We're now working lap number 6 of 12 here in heat race number 1. Down to 3 and 4. They run this time. Here comes Paul Hollander to the inside on your race leader. Give the race lead right now to Paul Hollander in turns 1 and 2. Poor Brad O'Brien copped the worst end of the stick on that one. Down to turns number 3 and 4 now. 6 laps in the books. Magnat now 5 laps to go in heat race number 1. Hollander runs the top side of the speedway. Down to 3 and 4 they'll run this time by Clifford. Back there in position number 2 at the moment. Here comes Michael Lake as well in the 27. Down the main straight they run this time by now with 4 laps left to go. In heat race number 1 for the UMP Modified Rumble. Round number 2. Into turns number 3 and 4. They'll run this time by. The race is on for the lead out of turn number 4 though. Down the main straight they go to turns 1 and 2. A good run so far for the UMP Modifieds here tonight at Charlotte. And Paul Hollander from the 6th position on the starting grid here tonight. Qualified quick time, and now he's got 2 laps left to go in heat race number 1. Michael Lake drifts up high out of turn number 1 and 2. They go, takes over the 2nd position from David Clifford right now to turns number 3 and 4. The white flag flies for heat race number 1. Down to 1 and 2 they go this time. Last lap. Make that half lap to go for Paul Hollander. The Diggs D1RT number 8 machine will get the job done in heat race number 1. 2nd will go to Michael Lake. 3rd will go to David Clifford. A good run in heat race number 1. Well done to Paul Hollander. Started in the 6th position. And we'll take a look at your results for heat race number 1 here on the speedway. Paul Hollander over Michael Lake, David Clifford and Blake Hancock your top 4. Go through to the show, unfortunately for Brad O'Brien. Blake Borden, Justin Wright, Alexander and Kurt Chapman will go through to one of the last chance qualifiers here tonight. heat race number 2, and it's going to be Jordan Keenan. The 13 will start for 1 to his outside. The Allure Esports number 99. That is Aston Hurley. Position number 3 with the Hood Up Motorsports number 86 of Pat Arisman. Position number 4 for JSI Sim Racing. It's the 74 of Jason Burke. Position number 5 with the 15 car of Jacob Croker to his outside. The Rocket Esports number 18. That is Josh Fuller. Position number 7 with the 12 machine of Jason Crawford to his outside. It's the 41 of Mitchell Cartwright. And from position number 9 will be the 36 car of Brendan Griffiths. Well, race fans, heat race number 2 is on track. Jordan Keenan and Aston Hurley on the front row. Then back to Jason Burke and Jacob Croker on row 2. Massive big thanks to all our sponsors as well here on UltimateDirtTV. And also for JSI Sim Racing as well. So big thanks to Southern Cross Transport Equipment Group, so to Crawford Designs. And we are set to go racing for heat race number 2. Jordan Keenan, Aston Hurley on the front row. Jason Burke and Pat Arisman on row 2. And then back to Jacob Croker and Mitchell Cartwright on row 3. Let's get set to go racing. The green flag flies for heat race number 2. Down to 1 and 2 they go for the first time. Down the back straight away, Aston Hurley will lead into turns number 3 and 4. Oh, a bit of a mix-up in turn number 3 and 4 there. Car sideways. Down the main, down the back straight away that was. Hurley leads down the back chute. Jason Burke back there in position number 3 at the moment. Into turns number 3 and 4. Croker back there in the 4th spot at the moment on the bubble right now. It's the 15 machine of Jacob Croker. Out of turn number 2, they run this time down the back straight away. Aston Hurley is on the haul right now in that 99 car for Allure Esports. We're watching Jordan Keenan on screen, and we go back up front right now with your race leaders. Burke trying to track down Aston Hurley right now, running the bottom side of the racetrack. Out of turn number 4, they run this time by now 4 laps in the books. Down the back straight away they'll run this time into turns number 3 and 4. Hurley, very smooth on the wheel, is the Allure Esports number 99 machine. And good to see him back in the field for tonight. As well as they head down the back straight away now 5 laps in the books. Into turns number 3 and 4. Make that now 6 laps down. 6 laps left to go in heat race number 2. Through turns 1 and 2 for your race leader, Aston Hurley. Down the back straight away. Jason Burke still back there in position number 2, but the race is on for second right now. It's Croker with a slide job in turn number 3 and 4. Contact between second and third on the speedway. Croker now to the top side. Josh Fuller in there as well. In the 12 machine. Through turns 3 and 4. Burke onto the bottom side out of turn 4 this time. By down the main straight away. Into turns number 1 and 2. They go around the 12 car. Goes on the main straightaway and onto the grass area on the infield. As we'll have a yellow for the first time here tonight. We'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay on screen. Looks like Josh Fuller went for the move and just got caught up with Jason Burke there in the 74. And unfortunately turned around the 12th car of Josh Fuller. So we will go back to live pictures here on UltimateDirtTV. Hopefully everyone enjoying their night so far here tonight, race fans. It's going to be a cracker of a show. Don't forget, tomorrow as well. Don't forget to tune in to UltimateDirtTV for the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League. And tomorrow night we go to round number 3 for the Australian Fixed Setup Racing. I do believe this week should be wingless cars and 410 sprints. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night from 7 o'clock Eastern, or Australian Eastern Standard Time, for the Australian Fixed Setup Racing wingless sprints on tomorrow night's program. So too 410 sprint cars. But we'll focus on tonight with the JSI Sim Racing UMP Modified Rumble. Round number 2. Resumption of heat race number 2. Let's go back to green. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Hurley with a good start. Croker gone to the top side. Down the back straight away they go into turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Jacob Croker to the inside. Battle for the race lead with a slide job. In turn number 3 and 4. Contact between your race leaders. White flag is out though. Hurley to the bottom side of the speedway. What a finish to heat race number 2. Down the back straight away to turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Jacob Croker at the start line. Too close to call. Aston Hurley catches the outside retaining fence on the main straightaway. By live timing race fans, it is Aston Hurley. Wow, what a finish to heat race number 2. We'll take a look at your official results though. Aston Hurley by .050 at the start line. Wow, what a finish. Jacob Croker, Jason Burke and Pat Arisman are your 4 transfer cars from heat race and number 2 through to tonight's big show. Unfortunately, Josh Fuller, Jason Crawford, Jordan Keane, Brandon Griffiths and Mitchell Cartwright will go through to one of the last chance qualifiers here tonight. Let's take a look at your grid right now for heat race number 3. Thomas Mitchell for Vortex Sim Sports will up on the front row to his outside. It is the SpeedShop51.com number 56 machine. The main man behind Ultimate Dirt TV, it is Brett Wheeler. Craig Plato in the 8 machine will start from position number 3 to his outside. It is the 42 from Queensland. It's Russell Bonzi. Nash Granger will line up the 20 car from position number 5 with Cody Nevin in the 21 from 6. Jonathan McKean in the 30 car will line up out of position number 7 with Riley Roberts and the 22 from 8. And Kenneth Putty in the 33 will start from position number 9. We're set right now for heat race number 3. Pace car is pulled in. Thomas Mitchell, Brett Wheeler on the front row. We're set to go racing. Heat race number 3 is green. Thomas Mitchell gets a good start down to a 1 and 2. They're nearly 3 wide in turn number 1 and 2 though. Into turns number 3 and 4, they'll run for the first time. Thomas Mitchell to the top side of the speedway. Brett Wheeler follows him down the main straight though. Into turn number 1 and 2. Wheeler to the top side, closes in rapidly on the race leader. Into turn number 3 and 4, slide job from Brett Wheeler on Thomas Mitchell right now. Down the main straightaway they'll run now. 2 laps in the books. Make that 10 to go. Thomas Mitchell returns, serving 1-2. Here comes Craig Plater as well on the 69. Into turn number 3 and 4, they'll run this time. Out of turn number 4. Plater moves up to P2 on the speedway, puts Thomas Mitchell back to 3. Into 1 and 2, Thomas Mitchell returns, serving 1 and 2 on Craig Plater. But contact there between 2nd and 3rd on the speedway. Down to 3 and 4, they run this time by Thomas Mitchell right up against the fence. They're nearly 4 wide on the main straightaway. They're 3 wide though in turn 1 and 2. Throwing Russell Bonzi. So too Cody Nevin and Nash Granger. Wow, this is awesome. UMP Modified Rumble Racing at its best right now. 5 laps in the books. Down to 1 and 2 and Thomas Mitchell He's all sorts of under siege right now. Nash Granger in the 5 machine looking to move up to the 2nd position. They're 3 wide on the main straight though. Into 1 and 2. Thomas Mitchell looking to drive around the outside of Nash Granger. Down the main back straight there onto turn number 3 and 4. Craig Plater has fallen back in the 69. Cody Nevin though not giving up in the 11 machine right now. Down the back straight they run into turn number 3 and 4. Bonzi has the 2nd position though. Don't worry about your race leader, he's gone. The gap currently huge at the moment. 1.8 seconds between 1st and 2nd on the speedway. And Brett Wheeler now with 3 laps left to go on the speedway. A good start tonight for the 56. Into turn number 3 and 4. Runs the top side like a boss. Out of turn number 4 they run this time. Down the main straightaway now with the Popsicle 6. They're out 2 to run for your race leader of Brett Wheeler. The Ultimate Dirt TV, SpeedShop51.com, Racecraft Simulations. Number 56 machine. The white flag is out. This time into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, bashes the wall on the way through. Through turns number 3 and 4 they run this time. And Brett Wheeler will take out heat race number 3. Good job. Russell Bonzi will take 2nd. Nash Granger 3rd. Cody Nevin 4th. Wow, what a run in heat race number 3. How about that, race fans? Wow, I tell you what, that was some cool racing. In heat race number 3, let's take a look at your official results though. Brett Wheeler, Russell Bonzi, Nash Granger, Cody Nevin, your 4 transfer cars from heat race number 3. Unfortunately for Craig, for the likes of Thomas Mitchell, Craig Plater, Jonathan McKean, the Excitement Machine, and Riley Roberts, and unfortunately Kenneth Putty. You'll see from positions 5 through to 9 in one of tonight's last chance qualifiers. Heat race number 4. And this is going to be a banger as well. James Rice, the main cameraman behind Borderline Speedway in South Australia, will start on the pole position. Who's outside the ABR setup shop, number 27. That is Riley Stewart. Leo Heaton in the 26 will start from 3 with Scooter Black in the 17 from 4. Daniel Boyd in the 79 N will start from 5 with Jason Salter in the Rocket Esports 10 machine will start from 6. Brock Lewis will start from 7 with Jeremy Keensrod in the 24 from position number 8. And Rowan Jones in the 25 will start from position number 9. So let's get set to go for heat race number 4. We're set right now for heat race number 4 action. James Rice and Riley Stewart on the front row. We're green. Good start for James Rice in the 5 machine. The JR Productions and Media Ultimate Dirt TV sponsored number 5 machine. Heads down to turn number 3 and 4 for the first time. Down the main straightaway they go. Here comes Leo Heaton in the 26 car. Down to 1 and 2 they go once again. Rice on the top side. Heaton on the bottom. Nearly 3 wide in turn 3. Stewart looking to split them down the middle. Couldn't get the job done though. Into turns 1 and 2. Heaton is your race leader. This time down the back straight away to turns number 3 and 4. Heaton on the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes Riley Stewart though, looking for the race lead in turns 1 and 2. Can he get the job done? Nearly side by side in 1 and 2. Here comes Daniel Boyd though. Boyd on the top side. Stewart through the middle. Riley Stewart, your race leader right now to turn number 4. Jason Salter looking to make that change as well. In turns 1 and 2, Salter takes the race lead. Down the back shoulder they go this time by to turn number 3 and 4. Stewart to the top side. Salter on the bottom side of the speedway holds down the race lead. They're 3 wide on the main straightaway if you don't mind. In 1 and 2 right now. Boyd moves up the racetrack, tries to shut the door, and Riley Stewart couldn't get the job done though. Stewart holds down second in turn number 3 and 4. Bangs the walls down here at Charlotte right now. Does the one machine of Riley Stewart for Team ABR Setup Shop. We are cautioned yellow on the speedway. Oh, how about that, race fans? Brock Lewis seems to be in the 35 car. Has taken a bit of a tumble. And has done. Ends up upside down on the speedway after contact with Jeremy Kiensrod. So we'll come back to live pictures here on UltimateDirtTV. So we will go back to green flag racing this time. Jason Salter is your race leader. Then you're back to Riley Stewart in second. Leo Heaton in third. Daniel Boyd fourth and James Rice in the top 5. Let's find out who's going to take out heat race number 4. It's been some cool racing so far. Let's go back to green. Salter gets a good start down to 1 and 2 they go. Stewart on the top side of the speedway. Here comes Riley Stewart into turn number 3 and 4. Leo Heaton in there as well. On the top side of the speedway goes Riley Stewart into turns number 1 and 2. Holds down second right now. With 2 laps left to go. Runs the cush down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Trying to track down your race leader of Jason Salter. The white flag is out for heat race number 4. Heaton on the bottom side. Boyd on the top side. Scooter Black in there as well to turn number 3 and 4 for the final time though. Here comes Riley Stewart looking to the inside. Final pass for the race lead and Riley Stewart wins heat race number 4. Are you kidding me? That was unreal. For the last minute pass in heat race number 4, race fans, Riley Stewart gets the job done. Jason Salter, Leo Heaton, and Daniel Boyd, your 4 transfer cars. Unfortunately for Rowan Jones, Scooter Black, James Rice, Jeremy Kiensrod, and Brock Lewis will see them in one of tonight's last chance qualifiers. Speaking of last chance qualifiers, C-Main on the program. And we will right now take a look at your starting grid. Brad O'Brien in the 77 car in position number 1 to his outside. It is the 02 car of Thomas Mitchell. Blake Borden in the 28 from 3 with Craig Plain in the 69 from 4. It's J-Dub, Justin Wright in the 78 machine from 5 with Jonathan McKean, in the 48 from position number 6. Alex Hanno from 7 with Riley Roberts in the 22 from 8. Kurt Chapman in the 916 from 9 with Kenneth Putty in the 33 car from position number 10. So it looks like a couple of cars not making the call for tonight's C-Main. Thomas Mitchell on the outside of the front row. So top 5 will transfer through to tonight's A-Main. Well, let's find out who's going to take it out, race fans. We are set to go, though. O'Brien and Thomas Mitchell. Let's get set to go. We're green for 15. C-Main on the racetrack. Down to 1 and 2 they go. For the first time, Thomas Mitchell tracking down O'Brien to turns number 3 and 4 for the first time. Blake Borden on the bottom side of the speedway as well on the 28 machine, looking for second in 1 and 2 right now. Justin Wright and Craig Plater go side by side down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4. Right on the bottom side of the speedway there, 3 wide in turn 1 and 2. Nearly contact between positions 3, 4 and 5 on the racetrack. And wowee, that was cool. Nearly 4 wide in turn number 3. Whoa, that was cool. On the speedway right now, Justin Wright, Craig Plater, Blake Borden and Thomas Mitchell are battling it out for minor transfer placings in tonight's C-Main. Don't worry about Brad O'Brien. He's gone. He's out of here, as they would say. Down the back straight where they run this time by though into turns number 3 and 4. O'Brien on the top side. This time by now 5 laps in the books. Make it 10 to go. On the speedway. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Mitchell on the top side. Craig Plater down the back straight away to turns number 3 and 4 they run. Back there in the position, third position at the moment. Justin Wright holding it down in the 4th spot at the moment. And well, just inside the transfer spot as well. Down the back chute they go though. Into turns 3 and 4. Plater looking for second on Thomas Mitchell with a slide job in turn 3 and 4. Down the main straight where they go wheel to wheel. Down the main straight into 1 and 2. Mitchell returns serve in 1 and 2. Down the back straight they go though. Plater takes down Thomas Mitchell in turn number 3 and 4. And well, looks like lap traffic about to play a part in tonight's C-Main for Brad O'Brien. O'Brien, though, on the top side of the speedway. Down the back straight they go into turns number 3 and 4. This time, down the main straightaway, they've got 5 laps left to go. Here in tonight's C-Main, O'Brien, though, is on point in the 88 car. Through turns 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straightaway. Make it 4 remaining as they cross the stripe. O'Brien is banging the boards down here at Charlotte. Into turns number 3 and 4. Runs the slick part of the speedway on the entry of turn 3. Runs the caution out of turn number 4 though. Through turns 1 and 2. Could this be the point of where Craig Plater can catch up in the 69? About a 1.5 second advantage for Brad O'Brien right now. As they cross the stripe through turns number 1 and 2 they go once again. Thomas Mitchell follows Craig Plater on the top side of the speedway down the back straightaway. Into turns number 3 and 4 they'll run this time by. The white flag is out though for tonight's C-Main. O'Brien through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, 2 corners left to go for Brad O'Brien. Through turns number 3 and 4. And Brad O'Brien will win tonight's C-Main. Second will go to Thomas Mitchell. Third will go to Craig Plater. Fourth to Justin Wright. And fifth to Blake Borden. Well done to your top 5 drivers here tonight. That was pretty unreal on the racetrack. 4 wide at one point. How cool was tonight's C-Main? We've seen some awesome racing here tonight, race fans. O'Brien gets the job done. Thomas Mitchell second. That's a Craig play to Justin Wright and Blake Borden, your top 5 cars. Unfortunately for Kenneth Putty, Kurt Chapman, and you get back to Riley Roberts, Alex Henner, and Jonathan McKean. Positions 6 on back. We'll be sitting up in the grandstands and having a pie and a can of Coke later on. Be sure to buy some merchandise from those drivers as well. B-Main on the speedway, and you agreed it will look this way. Josh Fuller in the 12 will start from 1 with Rowan Jones in the 25 from 2. Jason Crawford and Scooter Black on row 2. Jordan Keane and James Rice on row 3. Brandon Griffiths and Jeremy Keensrod on row number 4. And then you get back to Mitchell Cartwright and Brock Lewis in positions 9 and 10. Well, race fans, right now it is the last chance to get into the big dance. Josh Fuller, Rowan Jones, Jason Crawford, Scooter Black on row 2. 15 laps on the board in the top 5. Once again, through to tonight's A-Main. And we will find out who's going to make that happen. Let's go green, race fans, here at Charlotte for tonight's B-Main. The last chance to get into the big dance. Fuller leads us down to 1 and 2. Jones on the top side. Crawford on the bottom side of the speedway in the JSI Sim Racing number 12 machine. Looking for the race lead out of turn number 4 this time. Bike couldn't get the job done though for Jason Crawford. Down to 1 and 2 this time. Fuller on the top side of the speedway gets all the horsepower down into turn number 3 and 4. This time on the top side of the speedway, 2 laps in the books. Now 13 laps remaining here in tonight's B-Main. Down to turns number 3 and 4. They'll run this time by Fuller on the top side. Rowan Jones in there as well, so too Scooter Black. Up to the 3rd position in the 5 machine. Down the back straight away, we're watching your top 2 battle it out for the race lead. We're going to take a look further back in the pack for the minor transfer placings into tonight's A-Main. James Rice moving it up as well. And the JR Productions and Media UltimateDirtTV number 5 machine. Move himself into position number 5 on the speedway. This time by now 10 laps left to go. In tonight's B-Main. Ricey on the bottom side of the speedway looking for further positions in tonight's B-Main. Crawford on the top side. Scooter Black on the top as well. Down the main straight they'll run now with 9 laps to go. In tonight's B-Main, down the back straight they go. Ricey had to jump on the anchors big time in turn number 1 and 2. Lost a lot of ground on Jason Crawford, though makes it up big time in turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight away, this time into turns number 3 and 4. James Rice is in a transfer position right now. And the JR Productions and Media UltimateDirtTV sponsored number 5. On the top side of the speedway, Brock Lewis catches the wall in turn 1 and 2. Battling for the final transfer spot into tonight's A-Main though. Through turns number 3 and 4 they'll run. We're watching the battle for tonight's transfer spots into tonight's A-Main. Down the back straight away they go this time by into turns number 3 and 4. Ricey with a slide job on Jason Crawford. Makes it stick as well. They go wheel to wheel down the main straight away. Crawford gets the horsepower down in 1 and 2. Return serve, so too Brock Lewis. Down the back straight away, Jason Crawford caught the fence in turns 1 and 2 though. Allowed James Rice to pull a slide job once again in turn 3 and 4. Ricey on the top side. Crawford returns, serving 1 and 2. Down the back straight away, Ricey gets the horsepower down into turn number 3 and 4 this time. On the top side of the speedway, Brock Lewis now with a slide job on the 5 machine of James Rice. Couldn't hold it down though. Ricey through the middle on the top side of the speedway, drifts up high. On the main, down the back straight they go 3 wide. It's a turn number 3 and 4. What some great racing here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Meanwhile, 2 laps left to go. The white flag will fly this time for Rowan Jones in the Jones Racing number 25 machine. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Josh Fuller still back there in second. Going back to Scooter Black, Brock Lewis, Jason Crawford, James Rice. Into turns number 3 and 4. They'll run this time by though. Well done to the 25 machine of Rowan Jones. Second will go to Josh Fuller. Third will go to Scooter Black. Fourth to Brock Lewis. Fifth to James Rice. Well done to these drivers on the speedway tonight. Absolutely unbelievable run here in tonight's B-Main. Let's take a look right now at your results for B-Main competition. Rowan Jones gets the job done. Josh Fuller, then back to Scooter Black, Brock Lewis, James Rice, the top 5. Jason Crawford, Jordan Keane. And then you go back to Brendan Griffiths, Mitchell Cartwright, and Jeremy Keensrod in position number 10. Well done to those drivers. So these guys just going to take a breather, and we will too as well here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll be back with your A-Main in just a sec. Well, race fans, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. We are about to get set to go for tonight's A-Main. Let's get set to find out who's going to line up where in tonight's A-Main. As we'll get your grid up, and we'll start from the back to the front. From position number 24, he drives car number 35. That is Brock Lewis. Position number 23, it's the 78 car of J-Dub. It's Justin Wright from position 23. Position number 22 with the D1RT, number 17 of Scooter Black. Position number 21, he's had a good run so far here tonight. Let's see how many positions he can make up in tonight's A-Main. It's the 69 of Craig Plater. Position number 20, it's the 18 machine of Josh Fuller. Position number 19, it's the 02 of Thomas Mitchell. Position 18, the 25 of Rowan Jones. Position 17 with the 77 of Brad O'Brien. Position number 16 with the 79 of Daniel Boyd. Position 15, the Mid-South Mafia, number 21, it's Cody Nevin. Position number 14, the Hood Up Motorsports, number 86 of Pat Arisman. Position 13, the 7 machine of Blake Hancock. Position number 12, the 26 of Leo Hayton. Position 11, with the 20 machine of Nash Granger. Position number 10, the 74 machine of Jason Burke. Position 9, the 29 machine of David Clifford. Position 8 will be the Rocket Esports, number 10 of Jason Salter. Position 7, the 42 of Russell Bonzi. From 6 is the 15 of Jacob Croker. Position 5, the 27 of Michael Lake. Position 4, outside Rose will be the 11 machine of Riley Stewart. Brett Wheeler up to 56 from 3. And your top 2 here tonight is Paul Hollander and Aston Hurley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go live for 35 here at the Dirt Track of Charlotte. We are set to go racing. We're green for tonight's A-Main. Down the back straight they go for the first time. Brett Wheeler looking to the inside of Michael Lake right now. Takes the race lead momentarily, but the won't show me who the race leader is for some reason. As the timing will update. Riley Stewart, though, in position number 2. Paul Hollander is your race leader, sorry. Riley Stewart back there in second. Then you go back to Russell Bonzi. Brett Wheeler back there in position number 4 right now on the speedway. Into turns number 1 and 2. They'll run this time by with 32 laps left to go in tonight's A-Main already. Down the main straight they run now. 31 to go on the speedway. Into turns 1 and 2, and we are cautioned yellow on the racetrack. One car stopped on the bottom of turn number 3. And I do believe that was the 7 machine of Blake Hancock. Stopped on the bottom side of the racetrack, so brought out the caution. So we are set to go back to green flag racing. With Paul Hollander, your race leader. Riley Stewart back there in second. What's he got in the tank for tonight? What about Brett Wheeler as well in the 56 car? Back there in the 5th position at the moment. What's he got left in the tank as well? Still early in tonight's A-Main. We are set to go, though. Out of turn number 4. Paul Hollander, Riley Stewart. Let's go back to racing. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Stewart to the bottom. Paul Hollander goes top side on the speedway. Down the back straight they go this time into turns number 3 and 4. Stewart again goes to the bottom side of the racetrack. Paul Hollander on the top side. Oh, Russell Bonzi gets it sort of sideways. Out of turn number 4. Well, yellow is on the speedway. A little bit of controversy on this racetrack tonight. But how about the racing, race fans? It's been some awesome racing here tonight. So it looks like The 56 car of Brett Wheeler being sent to rear of field. So it looks like we are set to go racing this time by. We're set to go though. Back to green we go. Into turns 1 and 2. Hollander on the top side. Michael Lake makes contact with your race leader down the back chute. They go though into turn number 3 and 4. Salter on the bottom side of the speedway. We're now 15 laps in, or 14 laps in the books, working lap number 15 of 35. And we are caution on the speedway. Once again. So we'll come back down to a slower pace. Cody Nevin moving his way up through the field as well. So far, your biggest mover, Rowan Jones, in the 25 car, up 13 positions so far in tonight's A-Main. Then Scooter Black and Josh Fuller as well. Scooter Black up 11 positions in tonight's A-Main and Josh Fuller up 10. So these guys having a cool run at the moment on the racetrack. And well, some of these guys professional in UMP modifieds. The pace car lights are still on. Michael Lake back there in position number 2 at the moment. Riley Stewart back in 4. So, here we go once again, race fans. Pace car off the racetrack. Paul Hollander, Michael Lake, Riley Stewart, Jason Salter. We're set to go once again. Green flag is back out. Paul Hollander back to the top side of the speedway. Michael Lake back there in second. Jason Salter in the top 3. Riley Stewart on the top side of the racetrack as well. The Team ABR setup shop number 1 machine. On the top side. Cops the wall in 1 and 2. Now it's all gone pear-shaped. And the big one has happened at Charlotte. With 16 laps to go. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, it all started. Riley Stewart caught the wall in turns 1 and 2, and then it all unfolded from there. So we are set to go back to green flag racing. Now just a thing as well, race fans, with JSI Sim Racing leagues, we have a maximum of 4 yellows. So, from here on out, we go green. So we are set to go back to green flag racing, this time by Michael Lake is your race leader. We've got 17 laps to go. Here in tonight's A-Main, down to turns 3 and 4 they run. Lake on the top side, Hollander on the top as well. Jason Salter is in there too on the bottom side of the speedway. Cody Nevin back there. Riley Stewart in there as well. Looks like a bit of issues for Riley Stewart on the speedway after copping the wall in turns 1 and 2. Probably have a bit of a damaged race car for the Team ABR setup shop number 1 machine. Meanwhile, your top 4 battle it out into turns number 3 and 4. This time by down the main straightaway. We've got 10 laps to go. In tonight's A-Main race, fans, down to 1 and 2 they go this time. Through turns 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Michael Lake, Paul Hollander, Cody Nevin, Jason Salter, and Riley Stewart to round out your top 5. Russell Bonzi back there in position number 6. Scooter Black in 7th. Thomas Mitchell in the top 8. So far, your biggest mover in tonight's A-Main now, Scooter Black, up 14 positions in tonight's A-Main. All these drivers on the speedway moving up rapidly in tonight's A-Main. Michael Lake catching up to lap traffic with 6 laps to go. Into turns number 3 and 4 they run this time. On the top side, Michael Lake, Paul Hollander, Cody Nevin, your top 3. So, lap traffic going to play a big part now in the rest of tonight's A-Main. 4 laps left to go. Michael Lake to the top side of the speedway. Down the main straight they run this time by now with 3 laps left to go. In tonight's A-Main. Down the back straight away for Michael Lake into turn number 3 and 4. We've seen some cool racing here tonight, race fans. We've seen 2, 3 and 4 wide action. Tonight's A-Main has been pretty cool as well. We've seen some good racing here tonight, race fans, into turns number 3 and 4. The white flag will fly this time by for your race leader of Michael Lake. Lake through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight away for the final time into turns number 3 and 4. How about it, race fans? Your feature race winner here tonight for round number 2 of the JSI Sim Racing UMP Modified Rumble is Michael Lake. Second will go to Paul Hollander. Third to Cody Nevin. What a run for the 11 machine of Cody Nevin. Jason Salter will come home 4th and Josh Fuller to round out your top 5. So we will run through your official results here tonight. Michael Lake, Paul Hollander, Cody Nevin, your top 3. Jason Salter, Riley Stewart, Thomas Mitchell in the top 6. Russell Bonzi, Scooter Black, Josh Fuller, and Aston Hurley in the 99 car will come home in position number 10. Leo Heaton, 11th. You get back to Brett O'Brien, 12th. Nash Granger, 13th. Pat Arisman, 14th. Back to James Rice in the top 15. You're back to Craig Plater in 16th. David Clifford in 17th. Blake Borden, Justin Wright, and Brett Wheeler to rent out your top 20 cars. Well, race fans, it is now that time tonight where we catch up with some of the drivers. So we'll just wait for a couple of guys to jump into our chat room. Well, race fans, we're going to catch up with our third place getter here tonight of Cody Nevin. We'll just get him into the Discord and we'll unlock the chat for our drivers. Well, race fans, how about it? This guy will be psyched with the top 3. Give it up for car number 11. Hails away from the United States of America. It's Cody Nevin. And Cody, mate, what a run here tonight. Good way to cap off the night in position number 3. Can't hear you, mate. I think your mic might be on mute. No, can't hear you still. Well, we might come back to Cody Nevin. See if we can get him in here this time. Sorry guys, just give me a sec. Can you hear me now? No, still can't hear you. So we'll move you down to there for the moment. We will catch up, race fans, with our race winner. Home in position number 1 tonight. How about giving it up for Michael Lake? And Michael, well done here tonight, mate. A good run so far here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. And, well, good way to cap off the night, mate. Well done. Don't know why. That's why I can't hear you.
Feature and just try to keep my nose clean the whole time, and once I saw I got to the top side, I was pretty confident there, but other than that, it was just about trying to keep your nose clean and digging.
Well, mate, a good run here tonight so far. Well, obviously, a good run here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte, mate. We'll see you back next week. Obviously, a lot of good sponsors on this race car, mate, but hey, good time to thank those sponsors.
I got to thank the boys at the UNRT, getting everything rolling and good and supporting me again. My grandfather, all the sponsors on the car, and then especially the High Side African. He helps me out a lot. So, and you guys for doing the broadcasting, and the boys at JSI for putting on the league and letting me run it.
Well, there it is, race fans. Michael Lake, your race winner here tonight. Well done, Michael. See you back next week, mate.
Thank you.
All right, I've got you this time. Sorry, mate. I had my headset off. That's what happened.
No worries.
Well, race fans, how about it? Giving it up for position number 3 here tonight. I'm sure he's psyched with this run. It's Cody Nevin. And Cody, good run here tonight, mate. Good way to cap off the night.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier, fantastic run, fantastic competition. Track was perfect. It was absolute blast.
Mate, a lot of sponsors on this race car. I'm sure you like to thank here for tonight's run.
Oh, absolutely. There's just, the list goes on and on. I mean, the people that helped me out. I mean, first off, I got to thank Nick Leonard from NLRA. Just unbelievable guy. I wouldn't be anywhere near where I'm at without him. Mid-South Mafia, all the guys back at the Mid-South shop. James Braswell, Talon Norco, Captain Johnson, all those guys that helped me just get faster and faster as the weeks go on. I gotta thank Master Bader's Best Baiting Company in Wisconsin. If you guys are in a bear, check that out. Majula C Speed Shop, Spy Glassware, NMRA, UltimateDirtTV, you guys for doing the broadcast, and JSI for the league.
Well done, Cody, on position number 3, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, that was Cody Nevin in home in position number 3 here tonight. We'll catch up with your second place getter of Paul Hollander. And Paul, what a run here tonight, mate. Obviously, not the way you wanted to end up here tonight, home in second, but, mate, you led the race for a few laps there. Good run here tonight at Dirt Track and Charlotte, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. I guess Michael Lake was a little more consistent than I was tonight. That's what got him the win.
Mate, run us through the racetrack. Obviously, it was slick from top to bottom, but, hey, good run overall. What changes did your team make from the heat race to the feature?
Well, I think in the heat race it was more of a guessing game where you had to be, and even early on in the race, there was a bottom lane, you kind of roll the middle in 1 and 2, and towards the later end of the race, it just totally moved up to the wall, and, that's just where you had to be.
Well, Paul, good run here tonight, mate. Obviously, a lot of sponsors on your race car, I'm sure you'd like to thank for tonight's run.
Yeah, just got to thank all the guys over at D1RT, and then Salter and Fuller, and even Scooter for inviting me out to run this league. And then I got to give a big shout out to Eddie, my team owner. He turns out he actually has a 6-pack, so props to him.
Well, there it is, race fans. Paul Hollander home in position number 2 here tonight. Well done, Paul. See you back next week, mate. Congratulations.
Yep, thanks.
Well, there it is, race fans. Paul Hollander home in position number 2. Well done to your top 3 here tonight for round number 2 of the JSI Sim Racing UMP Modified Rumble. Well, race fans, that'll bring us to a close here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Well done to your top 3 here tonight. We've seen some awesome racing. Be sure to catch tomorrow's action for the Miller Family Trucking Water Thunder Esports League, and so too tomorrow night from, I think it's about 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll be live here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the Australian Fixed Setup Racing 410 wingless sprint cars and the 410 winged sprint cars as well on the program for tomorrow night. Until then, my name is Matt Bailey, and we'll see you guys then here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We say good night.